Welcome back to Garage Kei. My name is David, and today we're outside with the 98 Altezza. We need to connect up the battery because I'm going to test the ECU. All modern day cars need a computer to run the fuel injection. Car's computer is often called an ECU for short. The Altezza obviously has one, and I will be swapping that out for a Link ECU because it's programmable. I changed the intake system from single throttle to quad throttles to get more power and response, and the standard ECU isn't capable of running that system. What you see here is the USB cable that runs to the Link ECU. I want to extend this to the center of the dash and make a permanent port for the laptop to plug into when needed. And there it is. Have a look at that. Now by simply using a male-to-male USB cable, I can plug the PC straight into the car. All that install work comes down to this. I haven't done this yet, and this could cause a fire. We're beeping. The ECU's not hot. I think that wouldn't beep if the ECU didn't work. So I have no idea about how these ECUs work, but I watched a couple of videos and we're going to do what they did. Right. Danger to manifold. I need to use a mouse because I just can't deal with trackpads. I open G4. Now we plug it in. Here's the test. How easy is it? Oh. Alright, now apparently I do feel like I have to mention this at some point, so here we go. As I said earlier, this ECU is programmable. To run the ITBs, you'll need the ECU to be programmed to run them. Settings for starting the car are called a base tune and can be normally found online in a file. You can load that file on your PC and then transfer that to the ECU. Turn the key. Fuel pump primed. Battery light's on, engine light is flashing. Oh, we've got windscreen wipers. This ECU is disabled. Contact your ECU supplier to obtain an unlock code. Enter the unlock code in the ECU controls feature unlock menu to enable the ECU. Well, that's not ideal. One issue I have is that I bought this ECU from, I think, Amazon quite a long time ago, and so I don't know who to contact about the unlock code. It doesn't come online automatically. We need to click this. ECU connected. So I've got a few fault codes. 1769, nice. 2326. 17 is AN Volt 3 below error low value. I'm not even sure what that is. We'll have to find out. 69, nice, is E throttle max. What? PC has decided to turn itself off. I don't know why. This is always plugged in, so it has a full battery. Yeah, just get it done, Dave. Was it just a flat battery? It didn't give me a low battery warning or anything. It just crashed. Unbelievable. Alive again. What errors do we have? 69, E throttle max percentage. We knew that was going to happen. 26, Volt 6 below. AN Volt 5 below error. AN Volt 3 below error. We can set our TPS. So you go to ECU controls, TPS setup, depress throttle to fully open position, depress. All the way to the floor, baby. Okay. Release the throttle. Closed. Okay. Throttle is now set up. Done. AN Volt 6. What is AN Volt 6? We need to find out. We go to analog inputs. AN Volt 6 is the TP. What is TP? AN Volt 6, according to the manual, is actually TPS main. Let's turn the car off. Clear the fault codes. Right, done. Now, if we start it back up again, do we get the same fault on AN6? I forgot, you have to copy it to the ECU before you save. Store to ECU. Performing store. Store completed. Right, let's turn the car off. Turn the car back on again. Oh, shit. Whoops. Well, it cranks. Do we have any errors? We have no errors anymore. All of those errors were generated by the TPS. Everything here looks normal. I've got no errors. Let's try and start it. Well, it does not want to idle very well, but it does idle. I suggest that's probably to do with the ITBs not being set properly. Let's give it a couple of revs and see if that'll help it idle better. This noise is just a couple of belts slipping, it's not a major problem. And it idles. Great. The next step for me as far as the ECU is concerned is to have it professionally tuned. But before I do that, there's a few things I want to do first.